For nearly 100 years, the Orpheus Male Chorus of Phoenix has performed worldwide, providing high-quality entertainment. And today we'll learn more about the nonprofit organization, accompanied by a performance. Joining us today is Director Brooke Carter-Larson and Executive Director Mitra Kazai, along with 20 members of the chorus, but they will be with us a little bit later. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
So Mitra gave this away as we were preparing a couple of minutes ago. Brooke, if someone had never heard of the Orpheus Male Chorus of Phoenix, give me the elevator pitch. You guys have been around nearly a century.
The elevator pitch is that we are a group of singers that come together on Tuesday night from a broad variety of backgrounds and experience and things like that, ages 18 to over 90 in the past 15 years that I've been there. We do sacred, secular, accompanied, a cappella, old stuff, new stuff, just a wide variety of music. And it's about the music, it's about the singers, and it's about our audience.
Do you have performers who've been with you the entire 15 years and then others who come who are new?
I do, some of both. One of our singers has been singing with the choir since 1970 something or other, almost 50 years now and stuff like that. And I have brand new singers that just started this past August.
So Mitra, as someone who's worked for other nonprofits, what stands out to you about Orpheus? Why did you want to get involved here?
So I have found Orpheus, I started in August, and it is just such a community of people that really love each other and care for each other. I think that's the thing that has really struck me in the short time I've been there, and I have felt that love towards myself as well. Yes, they're singers, but Orpheus is a place that they call home, and I've heard them refer to it as a brotherhood. I mean, it's really powerful, the community that they've created, truly.
Well, so how does one maintain a brotherhood like this? Is it about love of music and feeling like you're working together as any team would?
I think, by the way, you use the word team. There's a lot of analogies between a choir and a sports team and things like that, and I noticed that on so many different levels. But I mean, music is what initially brings us together, the choral music and things like that. But on some level, it's almost it's supernatural that the camaraderie that has occurred. We grew in size, we grew in number, we grew in musicianship, our audience grew and things like that my first 6, 7, 8 years, and then something happened magical kind of where this brotherhood, this camaraderie, this family that happened a few years before COVID, and it's just a really special thing.
That's exciting. So Mitra and Brooke was talking about giving the 30-second pitch, talking about the different types of music that the group does, but how important is this time of year for what Orpheus does? Because we always think of, I mean, a lot of people think of choral music as far as the holidays go. So how important is this next month or so to the group?
Well, there are two aspects to that. That's the performance. I mean, obviously, I think we hope our patrons think that the holidays would not be the same without attending a Orpheus concert. And so we're so excited to see them and so excited to perform and really kind of fill their season with joy. We really want them to leave our concerts and feel uplifted. But there's another component that I feel is baked into Orpheus, and it's my understanding it was baked in from the very beginning, and that is our commitment to our community. And so we'll be doing community caroling to Arizona Veterans Home in December, also to a senior home. And we'll do some other work. In fact, we've offered tickets to vets as well as other family providers, homeless family providers in the Valley to our concerts as well. So that's another really important part of who we are, for sure.
Brooke, same question to you then, specifically about the community plus this time of year, as far as the importance to the group.
So I think of our audience, and I think of our audience that on some level has come year after year, and one of their comments to me is, that they put on social media and stuff. It's now Christmas. It's now the holidays because I've attended an Orpheus concert and things like that. So I mean, like she said, that Orpheus is also about more than just the music. The impact that we really try to have and our focus on the community and some of the outreach, the different outreach events that we do.
Now, do all your performers like all the music the same way, or some more traditional? How does it work?
Definitely not. I can say I do pride myself on the music I pick. I feel like it's one of when I get feedback at the end of the year, the singers, of course they're not going to like everything, but if we're doing 16, 17 pieces and they like 14 or 15 of them, I count that as a win. Also, the audience too, when they say that they really appreciate the variety and depth, and that we have them smiling one moment and maybe a tear the next moment and stuff like that. That's really special.
Mitra, I have to ask you about the struggles that nonprofits in the arts went through with COVID, and that's been a couple of years now, but how does one remain optimistic in an industry like this, knowing that you're bringing an important product to the community, but that there isn't always necessarily a lot of funding for it, a lot of support for it? How do you bring that about, and how do you stick with it?
Well, that is a really good question, and I think it's true not just for Orpheus, but for every performing arts, every arts and culture organization throughout the state of Arizona, and it's conversations that we have together all the time. And I think part of that work is reaching new audiences, reaching our entire community through not just the people that are represented in our choruses, in our theater companies, wherever, but also in our patrons and our donors. So expanding that as well. And I think you'll see that many arts and cultural organizations are doing a significant amount of outreach as well into the communities, which is providing sometimes some additional sources of funding as well. But I think the bottom line is this is something we're all passionate about. It feeds us because we're feeding others in the work that we do, and I think that's why we keep doing it, why it's so important.
Brooke, less than a minute before we actually go to the music itself, I have to ask you about the Men Do Sing Festival, because I think when people hear of a male chorus, they may think, oh, that's interesting. I know there have been male choruses traditionally for centuries, but what do you say, like obviously a Men Do Sing Festival indicates people don't always think about men as singers in the same way.
Right. I can tell you that at every level, finding men to sing in your choir, junior high, high school choir and stuff like that. And so this festival is meant to kind of inspire young men, male singers, to sing the rest of their life, to sing beyond in college, in church choir, in community choirs, the rest of their life, beyond high school.
Well, great. Brooke, Mitra, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.